say.
Yeah, I might even pull my phone out and see what I'm hearing.
Don Blade is so terrible. Oh,
All
got
right.
it. Don Blade is so terrible. Oh, got it.
So we are
All
live
right, I'll
right
drop that
now.
host in a second here.
Yo, double down, nice. Yo, double down, nice.
Let me know how much what the number is on
Let
that
me know how
host.
much what the number is on that host.
Not bad, not
414.
bad.
I
Not
wish you
bad,
would.
not
I wish you would
bad,
say
not bad.
414. I wish
We'd
it
be
would say
super high up
414.
on
We'd be super high up
the directory, man. We got a whole bunch
Directory.
more
on
people,
the
but hey,
directory, man. We got a whole bunch more people, but hey,
All right, I'm gonna see how Twitch
do it,
sounds.
do it. No, sounds good to me. No, sounds good to me.
No, there's a delay
There's a delay on my mouth. There's a delay on my mouth.
on your voice. Do you hear? Like, can you hear
No, I
the
don't hear.
echo?
I don't hear it. No, I don't hear it.
It's okay. I'm gonna fix this. Let's
Child
see.
of the
Mixer.
sun, done. Child
Um,
of the sun, done.
these two have got to be identical, and that should fix it. Let's see. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Where I'm gonna go back to this.
Hmm. Where do you have your power level at these days?
277 maybe.
Man,
I think we're
yes, you
good.
should.
I think I got rid of the echo. I just had to. It's weird.
Sometimes it's the simplest things, man. When I worked in radio, we'd be like, "What is happening? Why is this happening?" And then we just push one button, and then okay, it's fixed.
The great thing is your audio is way boosted compared to what it was. Our mouths are probably going to be off, but that's just because my computer's too weak and I can't not have a
Yeah,
delay on. Um, that's hopefully going to be remedied very soon. So
good, good.
yeah. So I'm working with a new interface right now, and everybody's it sounds so much better. Jonathan, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
Jonathan.
Jonathan, does everything sound good? Anybody that's in chat right now, guys, how does things sound to you? Do they sound a little better? I know our mouths are off. There's nothing I can really do about that.
Our mouths are always off. We're just inappropriate men.
I'm gonna go ahead and tweet the show out, and then we'll actually be
I will hit that RT.
okay.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm so happy with the way the raid turned out today. I ran the raid earlier this morning and got a whole bunch of loot. That was my complaint was the first time I ran it. I was like,
Nice. Destinot says it's a lot better, and your levels are a lot better. Sweet.
dude, nice, congrats, nice,
Yeah, I don't have
nice
to
new
use
interface.
two microphones for this.
Hey, moving on up, baby. We're moving on up,
I get to use one mic for everything. It's magical.
Daddy. We've grown up. Boop, 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 boop. Complete strike quest. The arms dealer in EDZ. Oof. Ooh. Yo, Destinot, what's up, man? Oh, do we have any guests on coming up in anytime soon? If not, I should reach out to some people. See if we can get some people on here, man.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
I'm gonna see if I can get some people. Snaps has like not responded to me at all. Like
Snaps.
the last three DMs. She's a busy woman though, so it's fine. I'm gonna reach out to a few streamers and YouTubers, see if we can get some people on here.
Cool. I kind of wanted to wait for Destiny to settle down a little bit, and then
Yeah, we're almost at that settle down period.
exactly.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost. I think the console. I knew the console will settle down sooner. This time around will settle down sooner than the last few times because a lot of people are waiting for PC.
Right.
I know that today I just got a whole bunch of people can't wait for PC, can't wait for PC, this PC. I was like, my God.
Okay. On I'm going to do one last test. Guys, thanks for being patient with us.
Appreciate you.
We are about to start this thing. I'm just doing one last test of my recording here. Go ahead and say hi, Guardian Outpost.
Hi, Guardian Outpost.
Okay, I want to just listen back.
By the way, thoughts and prayers to our friends in Puerto Rico. They're about to get hit with a monster.
It's looking good. Say that again.
Thoughts and prayers to my friends in Puerto Rico. They're about to get hit with a monster hurricane. 175 miles per hour. It's crazy.
That's nuts. That's no good.
Yeah, and there's really nothing in the way that's going to slow it down. I think he's going to hit hard. My wife's family's in Puerto Rico, so we're like thinking of them, and they're talking about how there might be like a total. It's going to be back to the Stone Age for them, basically, for like a week. Like no communication, no nothing, because they just got hit with a hurricane. Now they're going to hit with another one. There's still people out there without power from Irma.
No good. No good at all.
No, man. It's been a weird hurricane. And then Mexico getting hit with that earthquake. It's like, what is happening?
Right. Yeah, no kidding.
What is happening out there?
No kidding. Well, hey, you ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it, man.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. We're going to start this thing right now.
Let's go.
Here we go. Dave.
Yes, Mr. Joshua.
Hey. I don't know that I've ever been called Joshua on.
There you go, man. It's happened.
Okay, well that's happened. Sweet. So I got a new interface, man. Like we got the audio should be improved. New and improved.
We must be selling audiobooks, man. I love it.
Something like that. Not really. But we'll get to that in a minute. Dude, we have a lot to talk about. We have raids,
so much, man.
We have trials. We have the raid. We have trials. I didn't play any of the raid, but I played a lot of trials. You played the raid, didn't play any
I've played
trials.
a lot of the raid.
So,
yeah, I played a lot of the raid.
Yeah, this will be a lot of fun. But you know what you got to do right now, right? You got to get this thing started.
Yo, the Loot Cast starts now.
What is going on? Welcome to episode 115.
We're burning through them, baby. We're burning through them.
Yeah, craziness of the Loot Cast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. My co-host, Guardian Outpost.
Hello.
Hello. We're going to talk a lot of Destiny tonight, as usual. But before we do that, if you would like to get yourself an audiobook from Audible, you can go to audibletrial.com/thelootcast. And there, you can pick from, I don't know, something like one of 30,000 different books. I recently finished up Super Mario, which is kind of a history of Nintendo, which was pretty awesome. And there's lots and lots of books on there. So if you go to audibletrial.com/thelootcast, you can help support this show and get yourself a free book. And we really appreciate it. And we're both sitting in these sweet Opseat chairs, the official chair of the Lootcast. And Dave, where should people go? Opseat.com and use coupon code
GO and get yourself $10 off an OP seat. If you've been looking for a gaming chair but you can't seem to afford it, OP seat is your answer. They're very comfortable and comparable to to other chairs out there in the market. OP seat is just as good, just as comfortable. And I got to tell you, I recently did not sit in my OP seat for a while, and when I came back, I said, "Oh, maybe did I miss it?" And OP seat's a great chair. I could sit on this chair for hours and hours and hours on end and game for hours and hours on end. Although we don't recommend it, but if you're going to do it, OP seat is the seat to do it on. opseat.com, coupon code GO, and get yourself $10 off an OP seat. Do it today.
Yeah, and last time I looked, all of the seats most of them were on sale for like $199, so you can get it down to $189 with that code. So highly recommend. Didn't you just do like a 19-hour stream? Was that in?
I did. Well, the 19-hour stream, I did it from home, and that's what I'm saying. I really missed my OP seat because I didn't have electricity. I didn't have internet here at the streaming office. And yeah, I did a 19-hour stream, and I was fidgeting in the chair from home, just moving around. It was not comfortable. And I came back to the office on Monday and it was incredible to sit back into my OP seat. It really did feel comfortable. There's lots of other chairs out there in the market, more name brands out there, but OP seat really is comfortable and made from the same materials that those other chairs are made from, and way, way, way more affordable than those other chairs. So again, and they're always having sales. And you always have a coupon GO for $10 off OP seat.
Awesome. Well, hey, we do this show live Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you're here with us at twitch.tv/N64Josh, thank you guys for being here. Sneaky Sniper, Jonovan, Destinot, Alcacelser Sartini, anybody that's just lurking, thank you guys. We appreciate you. We're glad you're here. Whew. Hey. What have you been playing this last week, my friend?
There's a little game called Destiny 2. Doing lots of raids. Finally created another character, a Titan. And I got both characters now at 295. So I've basically been no-lifing the game. Played the raid. It's funny because a lot of the critics are now, putting out their articles for reviews of Destiny 2, and I gotta tell you what, man, it feels like I slipped into a time machine and we went back to 2014, because a lot of these critics have a lot of the same complaints that they had from Destiny 1. But most of them, though, a lot of them have changed their minds. But there is a lot of people that didn't like the game in 2014 aren't liking the game again.
Do you know any specifics on what it is they're not liking?
I mean, they still don't like that there isn't enough lore in the game. Some people have complained that the loot system in the raid isn't that good. There's still a lot of people that are confused by the leveling system. There's others that are saying the game basically is the same from Destiny 1. That is basically just a quality of life improvement. There really have been many improvements, but it's like I said, it's early in the game. It's early in the game, and they all understand. Yes, we all understand the game's gonna get DLC and all that stuff. And still, a lot of people are mad at the DLC that they gotta shell out $20 or $40 or whatever it is to continue playing the game later on down the road. So, all the same complaints from that we heard in 2014. That's why I said it feels like I slipped into a time machine and went back to 2014, but. The game is a lot better. If you're a Destiny fan and you drop the game for whatever reason, it really is worth picking up again. Again, that's coming from me, a big time Destiny butt boy, I guess. Yes, Angry Joe. I mean, we got someone here in our chat talking about Angry Joe is one of them. There's another guy named Batman Dobbins on YouTube. If you watch the 2014 video of him criticizing Destiny, it's the exact same video he just made. He just made a new one. He returned to doing angry reviews. He did 45 minutes on Destiny. He did 45 minutes. His first video that he did on Destiny 3 years ago was 30 minutes. He did 45 minutes on Destiny 2. And it was the exact same video. It's like he just added 15 minutes of it was a director's cut of the 2014 video. But he's not the only one. There's lots of people out there who are still criticizing the game. It's a game that's forever going to be polarizing. You're going to love it or hate it. So,
It's so strange. I mean, I've even noticed he was streaming Destiny 2. Angry Joe.
He streamed a lot of Destiny 2. He gave the game a good chance this time around. And it seemed like he was going to change his mind about it, because I think he went to the Destiny reveal event and he got to play Destiny, and he really loved it. Like, he loved the beta. And I guess he just didn't like the full game. So, that's just the reviews right now, man. We'll see the PC reviews what they're like when they come out. But again, I don't care for reviews. If I love something, I love something. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the most recent movie. A lot of people hated that movie. I loved it. So I don't care.
It was all right up until the point that he duct taped rollerblades to his shoes. I was like, nope.
Are you talking about the second one or the first one?
The second one with Casey Jones.
Oh, yeah. The second one was bad, but I still loved it. It was bad, but I still loved it.
What a fanboy. Oh my gosh.
Such a
Destinaut
fanboy.
says, I feel everything was cranked up a notch or two. I guess I just wanted it cranked up 4 to 5 notches.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, I can understand people saying it's got some quality of life things. To me, it doesn't seem or feel like the same game. There's definitely aspects of it that it's like, yes, this is Destiny, but to me, I was like, it feels fresh. And if it felt so much like one, I'll be honest, I couldn't play it because I was so burned out on one. Like,
Hmm.
hats off to the streamers that played that game up until the launch of
Thank you.
T2 because
Thank you.
I'm like, I can't play this game any longer without turning into just a pile of salt. And so,
PvP needs improvement. PvP right now isn't great. But PvE is, I think it's great. There's so much to do still. I've played so many hours, and I've only done two characters. I've only done two characters on PS4. I still got to do one more character on PS4, and then I got to start on Xbox One. So I'm excited. And then boom, and then before you know it, I'm turning around, and boom, there's the PC version. So I can't wait. I like it, man. You know. What I didn't like about Joe's review either was he kind of gave it a little bit to the Destiny community, and I was like, hey man, why do you gotta hate, why do you gotta hit it, why you gotta drop some shrapnel on the community that really loves the game? But that's his MO. It's fine, you know.
speaking of shrapnel, did you see the Kotaku article that you can't play Destiny and be a parent? Like, I literally like looked through the replies to that, and it was
Yeah.
basically almost entirely people that I either follow or follow me, and so, like, I was dying.
Yeah, no,
laughing. I
we
was
we
like,
buried it. We buried that article on Twitter. We buried that article on Twitter,
Destiny
and
community came out like with
like, what are you
their
talking about?
pitchforks.
Most people that play this game are parents.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of
Like the
them.
median age group of this game is like 30, like 30 plus. It's crazy. Oh man, no, it's you know, I just my criticism of that article has nothing to do with the Destiny stuff. And listen, I read parts of the article because people were sending me parts of the article because I didn't want to give them my click because that's all Kotaku does. They just want their clicks. You like if you write for Kotaku, you're basically selling your soul for clicks. That's what the editors want. They're like, you could write a horrible article and they'll be like, it doesn't matter. It's gonna get us clicks. You know what I mean? If you want journalistic integrity, don't work for Kotaku. Don't read Kotaku. Um, but what I took away was because I always talk about this with my wife. Now that we have a daughter, now we have a daughter, it's like the media always makes it seem like having kids is a death sentence, a prison term. Like it's bad. Like your life is over when you have kids. Like life is not over. You can still do lots of good. You can still have fun and a good life with kids. So that's what got me. It's just another notch in the having kids is bad. Don't ever have kids type of thing. But the whole thing about not being able to play Destiny with kids is, I mean, that's just ridiculous, and that's just Kotaku being Kotaku. But I'm glad it got buried. And a lot of people came at it hard, and hopefully Kotaku. I mean, Kotaku's not gonna learn the lesson. They're still gonna put out clickbait articles.
Right. So we're gonna get into the raid. We're gonna get into trials. I want to give a shout out to the Loot Clan for the guys and there may be more of you that have completed, but I believe this was our first team, and I do want to double check in our app just to make sure. But I believe this was our first team. Yeah, it is, I believe. So if I'm wrong, they will all yell at me, I'm sure. But come on, app. There we go. So our first team to complete the raid. There are two guys that aren't in the clan. They are close friends of the clan, though. Finkelbutt and Wake Alliance. Alliance, if you're listening to this, you better think about your choices, my friend. That's all I'm going to say. But Game Freak Leet, Sidewinder Freak, Wake Mayhem, and Not So Famous TV were the Loot Clan first, I believe. So I just want to give those guys a shout out and say, nice job, boys. Thank you for getting me the Raid Pulse Rifle. I appreciate it.
It's really good.
It dropped at
It's
a
really
10,
good.
so that's what they do. And then I also want to give another shout out to the first 4 guys in the Loot Clan to go flawless. Calidus Blackhawk, I think I said it right. John Soft, Mesmeraxis, and Not So Famous TV. He's been a busy boy. So
yes, he has.
And Not So Famous is also a streamer. That's twitch.tv/notsofamous. So go check him out too. Okay. But congrats, boys. Thank you for getting me the trial sniper. That is the only thing that dropped for me a couple times this weekend. So that was frustrating. But yeah. So do we want to go like spoilers with the raid? Like, I haven't even seen anything. I've been trying to keep the blinders on for the raid just so that I could try to go into it blind.
I mean, I won't give you any mechanics, but I could just give you, my thoughts on the raid.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just kind of give some thoughts. And if, again, if you're super sensitive to spoilers, maybe you want to skip out.
I mean, I won't tell you the ending, which is great.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
I won't tell you the ending, which is great. There actually is a little bit of story in the raid this time, which I like. There wasn't much story in Atheon and Wrath of the Machine, and I think the Taken King really had a little bit of story. We were trying to kill him. We killed him in that last mission, and then he takes himself or whatever.
Right.
He takeifies himself, and then we go into the raid and kill him. So I guess Taken King was the only one that there really was a story in there. Wrath of the Machine, I had no idea who Axis was, and Vaulted Glass, there was no story going in there, and I guess Dark Below. Well, I guess I could say the 2 Hive ones had story. All right, I didn't think about that, but this one did have a story. The final boss actually talks to you while you're going through the raid, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
It's mechanical. It's mechanic heavy. It's very mechanic heavy. So you need communication. You can't just go in there and be like, I have my best guns, I got my best this. Let's just drop, let's just do DPS and drop dudes. It's very, very mechanical. So if you're not into a super mechanical raid, this might not be the raid for you. However, once you get the mechanics down, it is a fun raid. It is really fun. There's two parts that is really action packed, and about 3 parts that are really action packed. And 1 part that really takes a lot of communication and skill and timing. So it's a fun raid. It's, like I said, very mechanic heavy. There's a part called the Pleasure Gardens that a lot of people have gotten stuck on. But it could seem a little intimidating at first. But if you get a good team and you get good communications and you figure out the mechanics, it's a fun raid. I don't know if Bungie fixed something, because the first time I ran the raid, I got nothing. Like, literally, I got arms and a helmet and a gun. Well, I guess it's a lot. Arms and a gun, I guess it's a lot. But I didn't get anything post-raid. Like, post-raid, I got nothing. And those chests there's chests on the way that I got nothing out of them. And then I lost my keys, and I got, basically, all I got was 3 pieces. This time around, I ran through it. I got so much loot. So it's very rewarding, and it's a lot of fun if you could get past the mechanic. The mechanics are tough. If you want to go in blind, go in blind. But if you're one of those people that does not want to spend 12 hours of your life, I would say watch a video on the raid. But it was very enjoyable. I enjoyed the raid a lot.
So when we say mechanic heavy, are we talking like Atheon and having to shoot the oracles and that kind of stuff, or are we talking like?
We're talking closer to King's Fall. We're looking closer to King's Fall type mechanic, but not. But it's not like, because King's Fall, there's lots of standing on plates and stuff. Yeah. There's some parts where you stand on plates. Okay. There is some parts where you do some rotations. It's it's communication, timing. There's a lot of timing involved in this raid. You got to go kind of fast on some parts. You got to come up with strategies. Everybody has to know the strategy, and everybody has to do. There's one part where you got everybody. There's a bunch of parts where you kind of split up in threes. There's a lot of splitting up in threes. So there's a lot of buddy system in this raid. But once you get it down, it is a lot of fun, and it's just a normal mode now. I want to see what they do with heroic. I like that they kind of changed up the encounters. The first time I went through it, the encounters were this, and this. This time when I ran around, they put the second encounter was first, the first encounter was last, and the third encounter was second. So it's different. So they change it up. You think you're gonna do, it's like, you think, oh, here comes this part, and you do this part, and here comes this part. So they're changing it up on you, which makes me think like, hey, maybe, and the Leviathan is huge. So who knows? Maybe they'll add parts that we haven't seen yet, and we could do that. So, again, that's wishful thinking on my part. I'm thinking it's going to be the same exact raid, just some mechanics they took out, they'll put it back in. But it's a little mechanic heavy. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a fight for your life type of raid, like Wrath of Machine or Vault of Glass. I would say it's closer to King's Fall. It's definitely closer to King's Fall. But the raid looks beautiful. Exploring the Leviathan is fun. Fighting the final boss is a lot of fun, and everyone will get and you'll get a kick out of the ending. You'll get a real kick out of the ending.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into it. I was just really excited for Trials this weekend, so that's where my attention was. But is it the kind of thing like I think it was a tweet from Goth saying, I feel sorry for you raid Sherpas because you're going to have at least 2 or 3 skilled people with you.
Yes.
When you try to Sherpa people through this, like it's not it may not be as easy as some of the other ones.
No, it's not. You're definitely gonna need someone helping you out. So another person helping you out with these parts. Yeah, it's definitely not super easy. I mean, you never know. If you're a really good Sherpa, and you manage to get some really good raiders, then you should be fine. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of timing. Chemistry is a big thing. Like it's a big chemistry check, because there's parts where you literally have to know, you and your buddy are gonna have to know each other, like what you got to talk about. Look, I'm gonna shoot here. There's one part where you both have to shoot a thing, and you have to coordinate. All right, I'm gonna shoot this one while you shoot that one, and then you got to listen to someone else to know what you're gonna shoot, and then so it's very. Yeah, there's lots of it's a chemistry check. You're gonna need the good chemistry, because if you don't, you're gonna be stuck there for a while. But there's a bunch of great Sherpas out there that were able to do. A lot of people said the same thing about King's Fall, and a lot of guys were able to teach it and do well and grow their channels. So I'm not saying Goth is wrong. But I'm sure there's some people out there that would like to prove him wrong, and teach the raid. But it is a chemistry. It is a chemistry check. You could probably go through. Someone in chat says thinking 4 people, Sherpa 2 at a time. You could probably do 3. You could probably do 3 people, Sherpa 3 at a time. Sherpa 3 at a time, because there's parts where you're going to need an extra person to be a Sherpa in there. I mean, there's a time you really only need 3. I'm not extra would be 4. I think 3 could Sherpa people through.
So you went in blind. This is the day of the raid, right? How many hours did you spend?
Many hours, man. I think we started. I started my stream at 6 a.m. that day. The raid didn't drop until 1 p.m. Eastern time, and I finished streaming at 1 a.m. So I finished. I did a 19-hour stream.
That was
by complete accident.
On the potato.
On the potato, which a happy accident, or I guess a happy coincidence. I don't know how to say it. I mean, a happy side effect of streaming on Potato was when I was streaming on PS4. Evidently, PlayStation Network made me their featured streamer, so I was getting massive numbers. People were watching my streams, going, "Damn, Dave, 900 viewers." I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. So I found out later that PSN was actually PlayStation was actually promoting my stream, which was very nice. So it was nice. I had 900 viewers while we were at the peak of the raid. We did well. I mean, we did well in one part. There was just one part that we got stuck on, which was the pleasure gardens. You'll know what the pleasure gardens are when you get there. We got stuck in the pleasure gardens for a long time. That's the part where you really need coordination, teamwork, chemistry. That's the chemistry check right there.
I see. So I heard from our guys from the Loot Clan raiders that I believe Finkelbutt, who's the friend of the Loot Clan, I guess he lost power. So Game Freak had to drive over and get him, bring him back to his house. Like they were all trying for World's First, and they were doing okay, I guess. But then they had a team member lose power completely, so he had to go get him, bring him over to his place, so they could continue on. So
that's too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, World's First, like, it may seem like, oh, Guardian taking 12 hours. Listen, World's First took 6 hours, so
that's awesome. I think that's great. It wasn't like 45 minutes or something, you know.
No, yeah, World's First took 6 hours, and I did it today. We did it today with Jay Sniperton, Angry Iceberg, Queen Karma, Hardcore Gaming Man, and Doma Dima, all streamers, all of us streamers, and we did it together. 3 hours today, and one of those hours was exploring the Dreadnought, was exploring the Leviathan to try to get those hidden chests. So we could have done it. So the actual raid, when we were doing actual raid stuff, 2 hours, which is, like I said, once you learn it, you know it, man. Once you learn it, you know it.
All right. Well, hey, let's get into some trials talk here, man. And
do it. Hit me with it, man.
What was Twitter blowing up about with trials? Do you recall? One
Mida Multitool.
One gun
just
in particular.
Everyone. Yeah, that's basically what everybody's complaining about. That it was campy. It was campy. Everyone was just camping back there with Mida Multitool. I watched Professor Broman, MTash, and She Snaps run trials, and they had fun. It looked. I'm dying to do it. I tried to do it last weekend. I just couldn't find anybody to jump in with. But yeah, the major complaint was Mida Multitool. A lot of people just camping, and sitting back and Mida multitooling everybody.
So, a couple things. Yes, we started trials. I did not have Mida. We stopped. I completed my Mida quest.
Of course, it's the meta.
Yeah, and then
meta.
And then got the Mida. Look, for me, I don't care for the. I've never liked the Mida. It was just the out of necessity that I would use it.
Mm-hmm.
But Mida for this map worked. Okay, it worked. I'm curious about next week. I know they've talked about what the map is on this week at Bungie, but I kind of have a feeling that the meta might change, and it may not be. This map had a lot of very long lanes, right? So something that could hit at distance was very, very effective, and especially getting some team shots in there. But one of the things for me is, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this, and I know you didn't play, but you did watch some streams. This map, to me, seems like one of the best maps that we've had in a current shooter since, I would say, probably Halo 3.
Oh, wow. You liked it that much?
I did. Part of it reminded me, and of course Destinot mocked me for saying this, but it reminded me of Perfect Dark and GoldenEye, because it was just very minimalistic, and there wasn't a lot of textures and things like that. It was The focus was the map, the engagements, getting yourself set up for the engagements, and it this is the first map in a long time that I'm like, I want this map to be in Destiny 3.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we would say with Blood Gulch, oh, we want Blood Gulch back. Oh, we want the pit. We want Lockout when it came to Halo games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to say that the other maps in Destiny or other games are like terrible. That's but nothing has seemed quite as memorable or as fun. And it could be that it just got you to the engagements very quickly. I do prefer long range engagements, like medium to long range is like my bread and butter. I don't like being up close. It's just never been my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me this map was amazing. Yeah, a lot of people had Mida. The stats were definitely there. Mulehorn put out a tweet saying, "Hey, should they nerf Mida?" And I don't think that's the answer. I don't think nerfing anything is the answer. I think
Never.
They just need to get us a map that's a little more, medium to close range and see what people are going to use. Because, I mean, look, pulse rifles melt, auto rifles melt. Everything is great. But Mida at distance, nothing's gonna touch it.
Vigilance Wing melts. 5-round burst pulse rifle.
Yeah.
That melts. Yeah, I mean, if we get a close range map, you know what people are going to bust out? Mida Mini Tool. The Mida Mini Tool will be the although the Raid submachine gun, very good. Mob Justice, also very good. But I like that they busted out a new map that we never saw. I thought that was kind of cool. By the dudes at Bungie. So very cool.
Yeah, I really, really like the map. And Sneaky Sniper says, just take off high caliber rounds, and I've heard a few different people talk about that. But, I mean, and, the high caliber rounds, I mean, look, if you get that first shot off, there's a good chance you're going to win that engagement. And if you get hit with it, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's time to start screaming nerf and take this off and do that. Like, let's just wait and see. Like this, it hasn't been around long enough yet. Like, let's wait and see. If we find out every weekend nothing but Mida is used, yeah, maybe then we do something to remedy that. And we know that they can remedy just PvP version of it, not PvE version of it. So
yes, they could definitely do that now.
Not that many people run it in PvE, but who knows.
It's just, people just want to nerf things because they get killed by it a lot. Oh, this thing's killing me a lot. Nerf it. It's like, no. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, a month of it. Okay, maybe now it's time to drop it. But I think Mida's perfectly balanced, man. Everybody has a chance to use it. You know what I mean? I think it's the guys from Crucible Radio always say, use whatever, never apologize. So
use whatever, don't apologize.
Use whatever, don't apologize. Don't ever apologize. It's in the game. It's not like you can't get it. It's available for everyone. You just gotta do the quest, and the quest is not that hard.
Yeah, and I got lucky. Somebody else, one of the guys in my Discord, Leprechaun, was like, it took me 8 hours to get 5 blue scout rifles.
Oh yeah, that would be.
And I was like,
that might be the only time. Yeah, that might be the only thing that'll hold you back is all the scout rifles you need to have.
Yeah, well, I had like 6 of them in reserve, so.
Mm-hmm. Yes, do not dismantle any scout rifles if you get them right now. If you haven't gotten the quest, because you'll need them during the quest. Put them in your vault if they're taking up slots in your inventory.
Yes, absolutely. Keep them in your vault. Trials was sweaty, man. It was sweaty. Like,
as always.
Yeah.
As always.
There were times that I found myself at the top of the list on my team, and there were times that I found myself at the bottom. That's on me to work on, what's happening during the engagements. Am I pushing too fast, too far, that kind of thing. And communication is huge. as always in PvP, communication is huge. So, you know, it was up and down. The games we won, we could just dominate, and there wouldn't have to be a lot of communication. And then you get to the next round in the next game, and it was like we tried that again, and then we need to actually work as a team or go here and do this, you know. And so,
well, it was connection based, so it wasn't skill based. So you would sometimes you run into some people that you were better than, and there were some people you would run into that were better than you. So this was not skill based. This definitely was connection based.
yeah, one of the coolest things was watching the way teams were attacking and the way they were just their strategy for the whole thing. You know, sending one guy to flank or two guys to flank, and you know, trying to keep an eye on them. It was really cool to watch different, because it wasn't the same. There was always some different strategies, and so you could always be learning and trying to pay attention. I do want to say real quick, Hate Zero, thank you so much for that sub. Appreciate it, buddy. Sub hype. And so, funny thing though, you're not going to believe this. We jumped in with a fresh card, started the engagement, got DDoSed.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
You said I wasn't going to believe it.
I know. And you know,
that's a joke. You don't get that. That's a Back to the Future joke. I did not get that one. You didn't get that one?
It's been
that's
too
when
long.
that's
It's been too
that's
long.
when that's when Marty goes, Doc, you're not going to believe this. We got to go back to 1955. I don't believe it.
I will watch that movie this week so I can.
Yeah, that's from part two. That's from part two when they're in the alternate 1985, and he's trying to find out where Biff got the almanac, and Biff told him he got it on November 12th, 1955, and then when Doc meets him up on the roof, and they knock out alternate reality Biff, he goes, Doc, you're not gonna believe this. We got to go back to 1955. I don't believe it.
All right. Make a note. Do not miss Back to Future jokes anymore. Okay.
Don't miss those,
I'll
man.
go back to
Mega Magwitch would appreciate that one.
That's true. He's got the sweet Marty McFly hat. So, but yeah, so we jump in, fresh card. We were playing just sweaty team after sweaty team. So there's a lot of quality of life things with trials that are a lot better. One, if you lose in the first round, you just keep going. You don't have to get another card. You don't have to go anywhere. It's 7 wins, period. That's it. There's no boons, nothing like that. The one thing to make sure you do is if you do get 2 wins and then you get a loss, to make sure that you have to take care of your own card. So make sure that happens, because that could be a little bit annoying if you jump in thinking you're fresh and it's not. So, my son is in here, Ethan P&W. What's up, buddy? Welcome.
Yo.
But yeah, so we jump in, fresh card. We start the engagement. Famous, not so famous, was streaming. His stream dropped 1,500 frames.
Oh boy.
I didn't check my OBS, but all of a sudden it just started spinning. Everybody in my house was like, we just got kicked offline. What's happening right now? Yeah. So
that's the danger with connection-based matchmaking. Everybody wanted connection-based, but you get more chances to get DDoSed. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was. I was really shocked to see that happen so early on. Like, I don't know. Whatever. I guess if that's your, if that's
people really want those wins.
Yeah, if you really want to win, I guess that's the way to do it. So,
Doc, you're not gonna believe this. We got DDoSed. I don't believe it.
So, what? Who's your trials team for this weekend?
Man, I'm trying to hit up my buddy Swoley Bible. I'm trying to play with him, but there's a couple other guys that I know, Fumas and Gratzby. They're also really good trials guys. I'm trying to hit those guys up and run with them. But I found out my friend Rec and Maryland Maverick are also really good at PvP. So really, I mean, I just want to get 7 wins. I don't even need flawless. I mean, flawless would be great because I would love to go into what I call the purple beehole. I call it the purple beehole. And sorry if you have to explain that to your son later.
He's 16. He probably knows.
Okay, he understands. He knows what the purple beehole then is. Although, I mean, your son plays on Xbox One though, right? He's like a trial Sherpa on Xbox One.
The one that has joined us is a Call of Duty. He's in the amateur circuit right now.
Oh my god! I'm gonna need your son to help me then when I get on Xbox One. Oh, he's got a PS4, right? Hey, come on, let's get in there, Ethan. Let's go. Yeah, I just want to see, man. I just want to get to 5 wins, 7 wins, because there's a boatload of loot, man. I watched a bunch of people get to 5 wins, and they got a whole bunch of great stuff. People get to 7 wins even without going flawless. They got a bunch of great stuff, and of course, going flawless gives you the chance to go, like I said, go inside the purple butthole, and you get to see that giant emissary and the horse. So. And the horse, so I'm down for that. So I just like the loot. I look at that. There's tons of loot.
So, Gav, it was actually pretty cool. I played trials with Gav, my cousin, who goes by Barrel of Monkeys, and then nice. We played with a number of different people for our 4th, and so it was kind of a family affair, which was cool. But of course. Look, if you know anything about Gav, that kid is the king of finding glitches. So, guess who got all the way to the purple
beehole? I'll say it for you.
Him with 3 wins because he figured out how to glitch into it, or he saw somebody else do it. I don't know exactly, but so he's in there with the horse and the big dude and everything, and I'm like, "What? How are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I found a glitch." I'm like, "Of course you did." Of course, he was the kid in Destiny 1 when you'd go into the tower. He'd be standing up on the highest points, like dancing. You're like, how did you even get up there? How is that?
He's standing on top of the Traveler. Look at me, on top of the Traveler. What? How'd you get there? Hey, I'm down here in the city eating spicy ramen with Kate.
Right. That's basically him. So, but yeah, man. So, how are you feeling at this point? Are you feeling like you've got plenty to do? Like, are you gonna be content with your 6 tunes up until the PC drops? And
PC drops in a month, so yeah, I'm very content. I still gotta turn on my Xbox One. I haven't turned it on in a while. So tomorrow we begin our Xbox One adventure with Destiny 2. Yeah, man, there's so much stuff. So today I logged in on my Warlog, and I noticed more stuff popped up before that I've never seen. I'm like, oh, another Crucible quest where you get powerful gear. So stuff keeps popping up, things that I haven't seen. So yeah, I'm very satisfied right now. Public events are still fun to do. Another Guardian Outpost tip. Everybody wants to know how to power level up. And for science today, I ran, because I got my Titan up to 295, after I run the raid. I got my Titan to 295, and I did one of the world events, the world events. The gear drops very high if you wait till you're after 265 when you do those world events. So definitely do not do any of those. By world events, I mean those blue missions, those blue quests that pop up after the story campaign is over. Those that pop up, don't do those until you're at 265 or even above it. Even when you get to 265, I recommend just continue doing those world events the public events, and pray for those exotics. Get one of those medallions, get yourself a fire team, and run a bunch of public events. Those medallions that you get from Tess Everest, pop one of those things and just run public events with a buddy, and you'll be able to, you'll probably get you'll get some exotic drops, maybe 2 or 3 in that 4-hour period, but that's a lot. Also if an NPC gives you a legendary engram, don't pop it until until you've leveled up even more. Until you level up even more, don't leave them there, and then wait till you're leveled up even more, because then those legendary engrams will their power level will increase. The legendary engrams that drop out in the world, those already have a fixed power level, so open those up and get some mods. Buy some mods once you get to level 280, and learn the mod system, because you can definitely level up some good. You can definitely level up your gear by popping a mod from the gunsmith. So, yeah, I mean, plenty to do, man.
Yeah.
Right there, that's a lot to do.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, I spent a ton of time. Look, I played Destiny probably 20 plus hours between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Maybe
Nice.
maybe close to 25 plus hours,
Nice.
And I mean, Saturday alone I played for 12 hours, and it was cool. I actually played some down like on my big screen downstairs, like just kind of chilling out with the wife and just running public events, just trying to level up so that I could get into trials. Um, and then, it was like, it was a grind though. It was definitely a grind doing those public events. And Destinot would like jump into when I came upstairs and started streaming, and he's like, why are you doing this? Why are you grinding? You could be going and doing this or this or this. I'm like, I just know this is the fastest way. So I, you know, that's,
Nightfalls are good. Yeah, nightfalls will get you good rewards too.
oh, that was fun.
Flashpoint, the flashpoint will get you. The flashpoint. Flashpoints give you good stuff. The cage chests. If you can find those cage chests, some of them will pop a legendary engram. There's just so much, man. I find myself just, I'm running. I'm in the middle of a quest, and I'll be like, "Oh, public event. Hold on, I gotta stop quest, do public event, and then go right back to the quest." So I'm definitely satisfied. There's definitely lots to do, and having a great time with the game, man. It's Destiny. Quality of life is up. New stuff, new gear to grab, and I've been getting a lot. My gripe last week was, man, I'm getting the same exotics that I got last time. I don't like this. I'm getting new exotics now. Now I'm seeing new exotics. I love that the Cold Heart is a viable gun in the raid. The Cold Heart, of course, is the gun you got for pre-ordering the game. I love that it is I love that the gun is viable. Like you'd think that, a gun that we got for pre-ordering, it's gonna be crappy. It's gonna be crap. You don't even need it. You're not gonna need it, but it's downright useful in the raid. Very, very useful in the raid in a lot of parts.
Yeah, man, we could go on and on. Next week we're gonna talk about story. We're gonna do a little bit of a spoiler cast and talk story.
We'll do, yeah. We'll talk story. Listen, man, 3 weeks in, it's time.
Yeah, and we're gonna get more into just talking some guns and stuff, because the few exotics that I've got my hand on, I've really liked. And my Titan has boots that literally let me fly through the air, like literally Superman. I'm like,
oh my god, I got a sparrow today, an exotic sparrow that you just literally push a button and the sparrow's already out. You know how you have to press and hold to pop out your sparrow? No, this sparrow, you literally all you got to do is, pop out your ghost, touch the button. Like literally, all you got to do is just boop, touch the button. You're on the sparrow already. It's great. And the good thing, somebody asked me today, have you found a favorite gun yet? No, I haven't. I haven't found a favorite gun yet. I found a lot of stuff that I like, but I haven't found a favorite gun. In Destiny 1, once you found that one gun that you really liked, you stuck with it and you leveled it up, and then that's your gun. You got your PvE gun and your PvP gun. Well, I still haven't found that gun, and I like it that I haven't found that gun yet.
Yeah, that makes it fun. I mean, for PvP stuff, I'm looking forward to that point where I can kind of settle in a little bit and go, this is my pulse rifle, but I haven't quite found it yet. So, and I like the way the kinetic and energy are set up to where you can really mix up what your you customize what your engagements can be and should be, and then you got to play
Yeah.
accordingly. I found myself a few times like running too far ahead, and I had for trials I had Mida and Mida,
Yeah.
right? Mida Mini and Mida.
Oh my God, that
Multi.
make you're a speed demon.
Yeah, but they look so similar that it was tough sometimes. I had to change the Mini to white so that I would know which one I had out.
But which one am I holding? Yeah.
So
And the Strum, have you played with the Strum and the Drang, the Sturm Drang or whatever? If you have the Sturm, which is the exotic hand cannon of the Drang, which is a legendary sidearm, the hand cannon it reloads automatically if you switch over to the Drang. So literally, all I gotta do is switch guns and you're reloaded. So it's great.
Reaper Miss Prime is saying he's loving the Actimum War Rig for the Titan, and I have the same thing. If you fire an auto rifle, it puts bullets back in your clip while you hold the trigger down.
Nice. So I don't know if I've gotten that one yet.
A clip that may be 33 shoots more like 50.
Oh, nice.
So if you don't, and so dude, with Sweet Business, you're talking about firing for like
firing forever, non-stop firing.
Yeah, it got to the point that I actually hit 0, and before I could reload, it would jump back up to 6. Like it stopped firing at 0, but the exotic put 6 rounds back in it again before I reloaded. I was like, "Are you serious?" Like it was crazy. So,
but with the sweet business and the Titan small wall, all you gotta do is shoot the sweet business, go down, go back up. You're constantly shooting. You know which the Titan wall I'm talking about, not the big one that covers you completely.
Yeah.
The short barricade. You pop that. You pop the sweet business. You shoot all 99 rounds. Duck, come back up, shoot another 99 rounds. It's nutty, man. Yeah, I still haven't found that gun, which is great. I got the tractor beam today. The tractor cannon today was a shotgun. Looks really cool. Not that good. It's actually not that good.
Gotcha. Well, hey, man, let's wrap this thing up. Where can people find you?
Twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost, 6 a.m. Eastern time every morning. Destiny 2 is what we're playing for the foreseeable future. Not going to be playing any other games. Twitter.com/Guardian Outpost. I would like to say one thing about content creation. It seems like right now everybody's falling into like a nice little groove with Destiny 2. So. I would say right now, a lot of people are asking me what would be for Destiny 2, what's something good I could do to, not only attract viewers but hold viewers. Knowledge is power right now. It's early in the game. A lot of people are looking for answers. So, be that resource. So when somebody comes in with a question, know the answer. And you've just gained yourself a viewer right there. So right now with Destiny 1, knowledge is power. Learn as much as you can. Go on YouTube, watch other streams, be paying attention on Twitter. Knowledge is definitely power. Everybody wants to know right now, how can I power level? And be that resource. And people will come by, and because that's the number one question I'm getting right now. How do I get past light level X? Like, how do I get past 265, 285? I'm stuck on this light level. How can I get past? So that's the number one question. Be very knowledgeable and just keep bringing that good content.
Oh, great! Did we just get fired?
What are you talking about?
I'm just messing around, dude. Guys, seriously, make sure to go check out Guardian Outpost, twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost every morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific.
3 a.m. Pacific. Hey, I'm all over the place, baby. Don't worry about it.
So, but it's always a good time in there, so make sure to go show them some love. Guys, you're going to find me on Twitter at N64Josh, twitch.tv/N64Josh, where we do this show live Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. I have something special I've been working on. I've mentioned it last week a little bit. I have a music video out for a Super Mario Brothers song called Another Castle. And you're going to find that on youtube.com/N64Josh. And So go check it out. It's goofy. It's goofy, but it looks pro. I can guarantee that.
It's a great music video. It really is a good, high quality music video. Josh is very good looking in it and makes it +5 attractiveness on the Josh scale. If you've been on the fence, is Josh hot or not? Watch this video. You're not going to be on the fence anymore. Completely over it. You're going to be like, baby.
Well, I don't know, but
he's married, lady. But baby.
But yeah, so that's been a ton of fun. Remember, guys, you can get yourself a free audiobook from audibletrial.com/thelootcast. We do appreciate that. Opseat.com. Use coupon code GO to save yourself $10 there. If you guys have a second, you can give us a review on iTunes. We'd really, really appreciate that. And you can find all the links that we mentioned at thelootcave.com/episode115. So, thank you guys for being here with us live. Ethan P&W, Alka-Seltzer Sartini, Reaper Miss Prime, RVB Church, Sneaky Sniper, anyone else that I missed, if you're just lurking, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. And Hate Zero, what's up, buddy? Let's say goodbye, Dave. Bye, Dave.
Goodbye, Dave.
Okay, the recording is done. We are still live on Twitch.
I should give you my affiliate link for Opseat, so we could put it like in the description if you want to.
Yes, we should.
Here, I am actually gonna pop it in chat. Yeah, guys, if you want to get yourself an Opseat, use that link right there. Maybe you want to copy it, Josh, and put it in the description. So people could use that affiliate link. I think it goes right to the chairs. You click, it goes right to the chairs. Oh man, good episode.
That was fun. Let's who should we raid?
Who shall we raid? Let's see. Let me go in here. Who should we give the Loot Cast raid to? Let's give it to my boy Vibronium from he's a member. Oh, wait a minute. Is he leaving? I think he's raiding somebody. No, I think he was just shouting someone out. Or is he leaving? Is Vibronium? Oh, no Vibronium. I guess he's leaving.
How about Satisfied Curve?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go. I was going to give you Vibronium, but it looks like he's raiding someone else. And
do you remember her from Guardian Con?
Satisfied Curve. If I see her face,
yeah, you'll remember. She had blonde hair with a bandana on.
Maybe. I gotta see like the actual face. All right, let's go. Satisfied Curve. Yeah. Swoley Bible again. Look at Alka-Seltzer Sartini. I know he's a hot guy, but we can't be giving Swoley raids every week.
I could beeline to that spore.
Swoley. Oh my goodness. All right, so
there's a dog dead somewhere.
Let's do the thing, man. Yeah. Pop her link in chat, and I'll give her a quick follow there.
Yeah, because I went way too fast.
This is working. There we go. Thing was being silly. Okay.
Yo, guys, thanks for hanging out. For real, those in here, please rate the podcast if you haven't rated the podcast. That's how it gets us into the top 200. By rating the podcast. So let's rate this podcast.
I'm bringing the link right now.
Drop that link in there, man. Let's give it to her. I mean, what?
I saw.
Oh man! As soon as I get my Xbox dudes up, you and I have to raid, and you and I definitely have to raid and do all the things, man.
Oh, for sure, guys. Let's hit Satisfied Curve with the Loot Cast raid.
Do it.
Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you in the next show in about an hour. See you later.
And Nintendo Power.
Nintendo Powercast. All right, guys. Take it easy. Thanks again.
Hey, guys.